Hey, welcome to the Bourbon Shop. My name is Keith, and here's a question for you. What high proof bourbon would you recommend to someone just getting into bourbon if they ask, hey, what should I try when I want to go up there? I have seven. Let me see if you agree with them, and also at the end, leave a comment. Let me know what you would recommend. Let's go. Okay, first let's set some guidelines here. The bourbons that I'm going to present are things that I think anybody can find at any given time. Of course, that varies from state to state, city to city, or whatnot. But for the most part, I think you can find these bourbons. Yeah, I think you can find these bourbons on your shelf in any store. You may maybe have to go to one or two stores, but they're out there. Now, as far as high proof, technically, high proof is anything over 100 proof. That's what they say, right? Now, some of you, I know, I've talked to you. When I say something about 90 proof bourbon or 97 proof bourbon, you almost lose your mind. Ooh, you drink something out, that's got to be strong. That is not high proof, okay? It's not high proof. So anything north of 100 proof is considered high proof. Now, some of us, like myself, really I don't consider anything high proof unless it's over, I'd say 110. But that's okay. We're going to stick to anything that's over 100 will be high proof. All right? That's fair? Okay. So that being said, for those who haven't gotten to the 97 proof or anything like that, or haven't had any of the bottle and bond at 100 proof because you just think it's too much, I have a baby step for you. Yeah. I'm going to take care of you. Wild Turkey 101. One of my favorite bourbons. Nice, sweet, spicy, lots of corn taste. Good for mix, but good for just sipping. Now, this is over 100 proof. North of. Is it high proof bourbon? Don't even think about it. No, it's not. But if you haven't had anything over 100 proof, hey, go ahead and start here. Just start there. It'd be okay. If you want to taste the difference, go get the 81 proof and then taste up 101 proof and maybe work your buzz up to increasing. Okay? All right, now let's get serious. First up, Weller Antique 107 proof. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dude, I don't find this anywhere in my area. It's hard for me to get this in my area. It really is. And sometimes if you find this in your area, because it's like hyped, it may cost over the MSRP. So you may spend 20, 30, 40, sometimes $50 over the MSRP. So I did this for a reason. All right. Here, this is what I want you to try instead of this. Maker's Mark 109.5 proof. Now, these are very similar in age, the exact same mash bill. Okay, the age is around the 6 to 7 year mash bill. 70% corn, 16 wheat, and 14 malty barley. These two, or this one, will be the only wheated high proof bourbon I have in this lineup. But this one, the Maker's Mark, it's gonna cost you around $38. $39. Now, I gotta tell you, in a blind taste, I've chosen the Maker's Mark over the Weller, right? Now, that means one is overhyped and one is unappreciated, but they're all balanced. It's a very close slight edge with the Maker's Mark. So unless you sometimes you just want something like this on your bar, it looks nice on the bar. I'm guilty, but really, if I had to choose based on taste, I'm going with the Maker's Mark each and every time. So, Maker's Mark 107 over 109.5 proof. It's only going up from here. Next is Angel Envy at 110 proof. Oh, this is pretty good. Now, this is a finished bourbon. They finished it in a port cask or a port barrel finish. It is aged 4 to 6 years, and then it's finished 3 to 6 months in a port wine finish. Now, I'm not that crazy about special finished bourbons because sometimes they overdo it and they ruin the taste of the bourbon. But this one, Chef Kiss, You get the hint of that port wine finish, that sweet tartness of the port wine, but you definitely still taste all the bourbon. Now, mash bill, 70%, 72% corn, 18 rye, 10 malty barley, 110 proof. This is going to run you around $79.99. So $80. This is a pretty good bourbon. Now, everybody price and what they want to spend is different, but I'm just giving you the things that I go to on a regular base that's considered high proof. And this is one of them. Oh yeah, I got the OG here. Old Granddad, 114 proof. Another excellent bourbon, 63% corn, 27 rye, 10 malty barley. Now this is 27 rye, so this is really considered a high rye bourbon, and it tastes like it. So you get that nice red hot peppery, cinnamon taste, a lot of bacon spice, but you still get the sweetness of that corn. That 63% corn is making itself known. This is a very good sipper. Goes well with an old fashioned, but if you just want to sip on rocks or on neat, which I do on neat, this is an excellent bourbon. Won't break the bank. It coming in at $30. Please, this one, don't think it's a bottle shuffler. This is top notch. It drinks way above the price point. Old Granddad, 114. From Whiskey Row, Old Forester Prohibition Style, 1920, 115 proof. Now this is aged anywhere between 4 to 6 years. It's going to run you about $60. It is 72% corn, 18 rye, 10 malty barley. This is going to give you this nice banana runt taste, kind of similar that you get from a Jack Daniels, but not quite. Although Barstown owned Jack Daniels, so I don't know, they like kissing cousins or maybe something like that. But anyway, it's dark. It's nice dark notes, dark caramel, like singed burnt caramel, fruit notes, dark fruit notes. This is an excellent bourbon, and it drinks right at 115. Now, for you beginners, when you're probably just shaking your head like, ooh, 115 proof. You have to understand that when they have it at a higher proof, the notes and the taste and everything that you get out of a bourbon is far more pronounced. So you just have to get your palate done and ready for it. Excellent bourbon for the price of $60. Okay, 115 proof. Redwood Empire Pipe Dream Cask Strength. This is coming at 115.8 proof. The age is a blend of bourbons between 4 to 12 years that they blend here. It is 75% corn, 21 rye, 4 malty barley. Excellent bourbon. To me, I get this nice. Okay, so you go to a grocery store and they have this section of chocolate, like gourmet chocolate. You can get some with this orange peel taste to it, or you can get some with these peppers, like red hot peppers. And this is what this tastes like. Chocolate spice, dark fruit notes, but chocolate and spice is the main taste that I get from this when I sip on this. It is delightful. Something that you just want to kick your feet up and maybe look at some Ella Fitzgerald, right? Or whatever your music might be, whatever you love, and just chill. So this is a definite go-to for me. Recommend it. Yeah. Redwood Pipe Dream Cask Strength, 115.8 proof. Next is Still Austin. This is great cask strength bourbon, 116 proof. Again, we're climbing up a little bit more. Now, this is 70% corn, 25 rye, and then there's a 5% wildfire malty barley. 25% rye, considered a nice high rye spice bourbon there, so you're going to get that. It's dark fruit notes, raspberry, dark cherries, things like that. It's got a citrus note to it, and you still get that caramel that come through there. Delightful. This is a really good bourbon. I would recommend for anyone who's getting into high proof bourbon. Now, age, 2 years old. 2 years age. That's it. This is coming from Texas, so that Texas heat is really something. Look at the color on this thing. Yeah, 2 years age. So 2 years in Texas is maybe 4 to 5, maybe even 6 years here anywhere else. Because I'm telling you, this tastes like a 4 to 5 year bourbon, maybe even 6. But it is one of my favorites go-to bourbon. So yeah, you beginner want to get into high proof bourbon, still Austin. This is going to run you about $60. Well worth it to me. All right, so this last one is one of my favorite high proof bourbons. Oh my goodness. I can smell this without even taking a sip and be happy with it. Well, not quite, but you get what I'm saying. So, that's just good. And I can't believe that this is something that you can find on the shelf at any given time. And I think so many people walk by it because it's such a common name. Jack Daniel's barrel proof single barrel. Man, oh man, this is 129 proof. And now some of you gonna look at this and say, Jack Daniel's, come on, man. Seriously. Forget about number 7. Number 7 is okay with Coke and RC. I'm showing my age there. Coke and Pepsi. Back in the day when I was drinking Jack Daniels at 80 proof, I really thought I was doing something, but I was so naive to what bourbon really was. But I just thought, ooh, man, if you can handle Jack Daniels 80 proof, you're really doing something. Forget about Jack Daniels. Some of you had Jack when you in your college days. You got bad memories. Just like with that old Wild Turkey, you did a couple upchucks. So let that go. Release yourself from that. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Let it go. You're done. You're past that. But this one, you have to work yourself up to it if you haven't gotten into high proof bourbon. But man, oh man, work yourself up to appreciating this. Now, don't be afraid to any of these bourbons. Put a couple drops of water in there to mellow it out a little bit for you. Sometimes it enhance, change the flavoring a little bit. But oh my goodness, this one, to me, hands down, one of the best high proof bourbons on the market. I'm telling you. So what do I get? If you like pancakes with dark maple syrup with banana shavings on it, you're going to love this. So this will run you about $65, maybe $70, some areas. It's 80% corn, 12 rye, and 8% malted barley. It's around that 7-year age area. And it's just delightful. Just delightful. So yes, I would recommend that anyone wanting to get into high proof bourbon work their way up to something like this. This is no joke. All right, so that's my 7. I'm gonna line them up here, give you guys one more look. All right, these are my 7 high proof bourbons that I would recommend to anyone getting into bourbon. These are 7 that I go to, that I love, and I think it's a perfect match for anyone who wants to raise their proof point, and especially work yourself up to this Jack Daniel's 129 proof. So good. But anyway, please like and subscribe to the channel, and leave me, what is your 7 or 5 or 4, 3 or 2 or 1 high proof bourbon that is your go-to that you would recommend to somebody? Leave it in the comments. Let's chat it up. And as always, the best way to enjoy your bourbon is to drink it any way you like to drink it, but the best way to drink it is in a responsible way. See you next time on the Bourbon Shop.